So today we're going to have a look at the BenQ PD series. Now this is more of a more professional side of things rather than the gaming aspect of things. So what we got here is a QHD designer monitor. So it's basically for creators that really want to shine. So they want the sRGB, they want the bigger screen, and then they want that the darker blacks and the vivid colours. They want it to be correct, and they want it to be matching. So if you're a photographer, video production, or anything that you really want sharp and clean, like CAD work and animation, this screen is going to be for you. And I ain't even tested it yet. I turned it on and I knew what it was. But anyway, the whole point is why BenQ is selling this. So this is a 27-inch QHD designer monitor. It's a PD2700Q monitor, and it's got resolution of 2560 by 1440. And so it's a high definition monitor, so higher than 920 by 1080 resolution, so you're going to get them really strong contrast and dynamic range. So let's go through like the specs on the screen real quick. So obviously 27-inch wide, it is a 16.9 aspect ratio, 2560 by 1440p. Display area in millimeters is 596.74 in height and times 335.66 in vertical length. You've got pixel pitch in millimeters of 0.2331. And then a brightness ratio of 350. Then we've got a native contrast of 1000 to 1 ratio. And it's got DCR, which stands for dynamic contrast ratio, which is 20 million.1 pixels. Panel types IPS. So IPS is still kind of good. You got TN panels, you got IPS panels, and what else you got? You got other panels as well. Can't even remember the other panels we've got, but IPS is okay, kind of an old school one, probably a little bit more decent. Price ain't too bad as well for performance. You've got viewing angles, so left to right and up and down, 178 degrees, so bang, oh, goes up and down like that. And then we've got it like that, and then we go like that. Oh, I need to turn off the screen. There we go, like that. Cool, it does really go all the distance, so I'm quite liking that. Anyway, so we've got response time of 12 milliseconds to 14 milliseconds GTG. Display colours are 1.7 billion. And we've got a colour gamut of 100%, so sRGB and recorded 709, so that means that it's quite correct. But I was still buying a corrector to correct your monitor so you can get the, say you're doing photography and you want to match it with your camera and you shoot in RAW, you want to get precise colour, then I would definitely opt for that. Probably put a link in the description about that. Anyway, so obviously it's a backlight LED, HDMI V. So it's got USB. It's got 3 USB 2s on the back. It's got a signal cable, so you can use a HDMI cable up to 1.5 meters, a mini display port, a display cable, and a USB 2 cable, which is 1.5 meters. And then you've got a headphone jack, and then you've got horizontal frequency of 30 to 89, and then vertical frequency in hertz 50 to 76. And a display input, which is 1.2 times 1, and then M2 DP 1.2 times 1. This screen has got a lot. Then obviously, I don't know if you're really worried about the power as much, but power consumption on mode 58 watts, power saving mode 0.5 watts, power consumption based on energy 28 watts, and video bandwidth in megahertz 270 I mean. The screen ain't that heavy, dimensions are pretty decent, so obviously 547 by 32 times 641. Then the lowest point is 417.32 times by 641. And then we've got dimensions. We can have a Vaser mount, and then you can connect it to a wall or a bracket onto your desk. Net weight 6.9 kilos, gross weight 9.1 when it's all together with the standard, everything like that. Flicker-free technology, CAD-CAM mode, low blue light, so that means like when you're asleep and if you go to watch something like on the screen and you've got that blue light, it actually disturbs your sleeping patterns, so Okay, that's what they tell us anyway. It's got AMA, yes, HDCP, which means it protects like copyrighted stuff, so that's in the screen as well. Color temperature normal, 65,000 Kelvin to 57,000 Kelvin. It's got a bluish 9 to 3,000 Kelvin and a user mode as well, so you've got little programmable modes which we're going to go into as well. 18 languages, on screen display languages, so you can have it all on the screen. Swivel left to right, which we've done that, 45 degrees to 45 degrees, tilt down 5 degrees to 20 degrees, and height adjustment, which is 13 centimeters. Don't want to break that. Ooh. Yeah, definitely 13 centimeters, I would agree. The speakers, it's got speakers in there. Okay, they're 1 watt times by 2, so you've got 2 watts. 1 watt, 1 watt, 2 watts. Animation mode, yes. Kensington lock, yes. I don't know why it's got Kensington lock. I don't know why that's got that on there, but it has. Picture mode, where you can toggle stuff around, and yeah, anyway, reliability is saying 60,000 hours, compatible Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, and Mac, for all you Mac users out there. And yeah, that's it really for that. And then we've got features. What features have we got? Well, just looking on here, it looks absolutely stunning. The pictures look like they're coming to life. It looks vivid and everything like that. So exceptional colour and resolution, I agree with that. 2K 2560 by 4040 and Full HD 1920 by 1080, and then you've got 2K QHD monitor. Get pumped up with the crisp, gorgeous graphics brought by 2K resolution. It's got 10-bit as well, 100% sRGB, and basically that means that you can use Adobe and obviously any color graphics that you're using, like if you're using illustration, Photoshop and all that, you can use it all on there. It's all professional stuff. It says fine details display for you. Everything looks sharp as anything. It looks pretty crisp. Darkroom mode, so when you're in a dark room you can obviously see the colours, they shine through. It's like when you're looking at a TV, there's a certain TV that you put on the wall, and if like the sun goes by or a cloud goes by, it starts to darken up or go lighter, where this screen does it if you program it to do it, not do it automatically unless you want it to. So that's pretty good. And you've got CAD mode, obviously if you're a CAD designer, this is for you. Animation, as I said earlier, animation, really sharp and everything like that. Multifunctional display for extra efficiency, so you can split this down into like 3 or 4 segments and it'll be perfect. Windows 10 is pretty good like that. It gives you the little options down here, how many times you can cut the screen down, so it's saying 3 times, so split down the middle, split horizontal. Have the screen normally split in 3, split into 4, split down the bottom and then have the top, and then vice versa, and then vice versa of what I just said. sRGB, CAD CAM mode, dual view. Yes, you can have the screen like that if you are in the stocks or anything like that, or you just technically want to do a portrait. Maybe you were into art and stuff like that, you can have it in portrait mode. And you can have your design and see in portrait mode anyway. So 90-degree change, 45 degrees, which we already talked about, and all the other degrees and everything like that. Caring for your eyes, we've got care, what's it called? Care mode? It's called something. It is called eye care. So BenQ's got their little version of what's good for your eyes and that for the screen. And as we know that if you game for a long time or you work a long time with a screen, it can really put a lot of stress on your eyes. Makes it a bit blurry, and then you start to see artifacts in your eyes and stuff, or a little bit of tinted blue light and whatever. This is what this screen's for. Well, take me very seriously when all this stuff does really happen, considering I work on a computer screen all the time. This screen is excellent for that sort of stuff. At the moment, it's really cool. It's like, it's not hurting my eyes, but I haven't really played around with it because we're going to do it together. We're going to go through the menus together. Anyway, if you're just into web browsing, you can do web browsing as well, all the normal stuff, but then obviously there's a different premium price to pay, and that will be the whole point. There's nothing else about this screen that I need to talk about other than let's just go ahead and test it out. So on the side here we have got 7 buttons. Now this button here is the one with the circle and the line. That means that it's going to be able to turn on and off. It's got a green LED light right next to it, and the rest of the buttons do not have any explanation on what they are. But if I press this once, it comes up brightness, input, picture mode, menu and exit. So that means that it's come up as a menu that's actually broadcast into the screen with an on-screen display mode. but I can just press the back one here and exit. If I press the middle one, oh look, it's the same menu. Press the bottom bit there, exit. Go to number 2. Oh, it's the same menu. Go down above the top of the power button, exit, and it's gone. So you don't really need to have any description on the back there. But anyway, so if we go to brightness, I'm clicking on top of brightness. I've got my brightness rocker button, and then it becomes another menu on the side here where I can go up and down to get the difference of brightnesses, and then I can go into there and then go back into the menu. So this is all the quick stuff. Now I'm actually going to go into the menu because all of that's just the shortcut stuff. So we've got the display, and I'm going to go into it. So I need to go and find this button here, which is 1, 2, 3. So picture mode. No, I don't want to go in that one. Exit. Of course, right. Oh, it's pretty awkward on this corner. Here I am. So, menu. There we go. Menu. And then we're going to go up one button, and then we're going to go to display, picture, and then we've got input. So we've got HDMI, DisplayPort, and display mini DisplayPort. And we're going to go back out of that, and then we're going to go. Oh, this is awkward. Right, then we're going to go down to picture, and then we're going to go out, and then we've got brightness. I've got to find the right button now. 1, 2. Contrast, sharpness, gamma, and color temps. And then it's got like normal bluish and reddish color tones. Then we go up, and then we've got like 1.8, 2.0, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6 for the gamma. Sharpness up and down, straightforward. Contrast 50, so it's half and half basically, and brightness is on 91. Then I've got to find my way back, which is there. Then they go down to picture advanced, then I'm going to go into picture mode. You've got standard, then you've got rec.709, and then you've got my menu. Yeah, then you've got the different tones and that. So you've got sRGB, then we've got CAD cam, then we've got animation, then we've got low blue light for them really late nights at home. Then you've got Darkroom, so it doesn't hurt your eyes. Then you've got eco mode. Then you've got user, which you can define your own settings. Then you've got to go back up. And then it also gives you a little description on the side, which I totally missed. So if I go down to low light, so you've got multimedia, 30%, web surfing, 50%, office, 6%, reading, 70%. And that's kind of it for that. And then I'm just going to go back out of this menu, then I go down to dual mode. You've got on and off, sRGB, CAD cam, animation, low light, blue light, dark. So that's all switched off at the moment. Then you've got dynamic contrast, then you've got display mode, so full, you can have aspect, and 1.1, which means the screen will get smaller and smaller and different shapes depending on however you want it. And then you've got the HDMI RGB PC range, auto detect, RGB 0 to 255, RGB 16 to 235, depending on what you're connecting into the inputs. Then you've got this function as well, which you've got your audios, you've got your volume up and volume down because it's got 2 watts of speakers on there. Then we go down, then we've got system, and then we come out of this, and then you've got your language and your display and your on-screen lock as well. And then we go down to custom key 1, where you've got your brightness, contrast, input, picture mode, display mode, volume and mute. And then you've got custom key 2, which is exactly the same, custom key 3. So you're programming whatever you want as your own user define or definition. And you've got DDC, CI, you can have that on and off. And you've got display port 1.1 or 1.2, depending on what you connected in as a cable. And you've got auto on and off, so you can have it off after... you can have it off, and then you don't need the screen on at all, so the screen just stays on constantly. But it depends on your computer. If you've got it on sleep mode, you need to turn that off as well. You can have sleep mode on this screen for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes. Now I've just been logged out as well, and that's kind of annoying, but I'm back in there already. And then obviously setting up the system. So if I go down to resolution notice, you're going to have that on and off, and then information of what this screen is. So it's input and HDMI, current resolution 2560 by 1440p, 60 hertz, optimum resolution 2560 by 1440 at 60 hertz as well. And then I can reset everything, and that is simply it. So that's the good thing about it. So it's got a shorthand menu, and then it's got its main menu, and you've got it on-screen display. And the screen looks really nice. It looks really lovely. But let's put some stuff on there and have a look and see what it's like. I just thought there's no point me actually showing you how great the quality is. You can only take my word for it, because what you can see here is a stunning, like this is over 4K picture. And it looks absolutely stunning in real life. I'm just about to go for a swim and go by the waterfalls and everything like that. But you can't enjoy that because you're looking from a third-party camera and it doesn't look right. So just go and buy this screen. You'll be definitely happy about it. I'm not even going to lie. Well, actually, I want to check the price out first. I'll check the price out and then I'll let you know. So this is the end of the review. I'm very sorry that I couldn't spend much time with you and all. No, I'm only joking. Anyway, this is the end of the review. I've just seen it on Amazon for $365.99. This is a 2K monitor. It is pricey, but it is very, very good for design work. I don't know what it's going to be like for gaming. I never tried it for gaming. I'm not going to bother trying it for gaming, because why don't I have just one thing that's just about work for once, never about gaming? You can do it for gaming if you want to. Anyway, so $369.99. Link in the description down below. Go and purchase it in my affiliate link. Send me one if you really want to send me one. If you really like me that much, just send me one. And I'll just have like multiple screens everywhere. It'll be awesome. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Subscribe, share, like, favour this sort of video if you like this sort of thing. If you want to tell any other people, your friends, your family, and say, come on over. Come and check this guy out. You can do. I won't mind. It's great. Anyway, I've got to go because I'm just all over the place. Anyway, see you later. Thanks for watching.